If your New Year's resolution was to spend less and save more, this morning we're helping you build a plan to keep your finances on the right track. And joining us right now is Bob Ingram from Ameriprise Financial. All right, Bob, we all kind of begin with good intentions, but what's the secret to really starting a spending plan you can stick to?
Well, Michael, you really need to focus on something that's going to get you motivated and keep you motivated to start, and then have a system in place that you can follow and really not have to think about, and that way you can stick to it much more easily. So begin with the goals. You know, what are those goals that you're starting with? Are you trying to save a certain amount of money at the end of every month? Are you trying to put more money away for retirement or college or pay down debt? Because that's going to be the motivator, and it's going to help you determine how much money will you have to pull out of that budget, or how much of a savings plan you want to develop. So start then with breaking down where are the expenses that you've been previously spending money, or where are the expense categories. So start with fixed expenses. Some of those large expenses you probably can't change a whole lot. Mortgage payment, your taxes, certain types of utilities, things of that nature. Then you have another category for variable expenses, and that's where you're going to really have control, or more control at least, to decide how do I prioritize my spending. And that's really where the motivator comes in. You're going to be able to break down and say, well, here's where we spent things before. Where do we want to apply those dollars in the coming year? And then every month, have a plan for where those dollars are going to go. So it's not that you're having a spending plan the same every single month. In some months, like the holidays, we're certainly going to spend more on gifts and all the things we do. And it's great to have a plan ahead of time that we can start building those savings dollars throughout the year and putting those aside. So you want to have a goal for each and every month, and then review that goal of how you did compared to what your plan said.
And Bob, what tools should you use to set up your plan and make sure you really stick to it?
The most important thing is whatever you're going to do that you can start quickly, and something that you're going to be comfortable with to follow and that you'll repeat. So whether that's as simple as an expense log, something like a notebook or a diary where you can write down expenses and then simply track against, the previous month and the month before that, or if you want to be a little bit more sophisticated, something online like a computer program. A lot of clients, we actually have Excel spreadsheets that are put in place, and they can put in their incomes and expense categories and fill it all in, and it calculates things for them. There's also a lot of websites out there. Example, mint.com has some resources that you can use and actually put together a spending plan and a budget right in there. And then most important, have somebody that's going to hold you accountable, whether it's a family member, an advisor, whomever will help you to make sure that you're staying on track. And you can check in with, much like if you're doing an exercise program and you work with a trainer, or a buddy system on a diet program. Same thing applies, and just keep it going throughout each week and every month. And over the course of the year, you can really notice some big differences.
All right, Bob, thanks as always, and Happy New Year.
You too. Thanks, Michael.
All right, we'll see you next week.